London is one of the first investment places in the world. Since 2008 and the economic crisis, they've been working on developing alternatives to social finance. In 2012, the Big Society Capital emerged, an independent organization devoted to shape and develop the social investment market over the UK. For the past 2 years, they've invested over £100 million into social enterprise and charities. Since then, multiple initiatives have been growing, like social impact bonds, community share, but also impact investment funds, such as Nesta Investment or ClearlySo.
What does ClearlySo do? Really, it's very simple. We say we bring impact into all investment. But basically, what we do is we help many kinds of entrepreneurs and other organizations that generate very, very high social impact to get the capital they need to be successful. ClearlySo doesn't use the word social enterprise or social finance or social investment anymore, because that seems to suggest that some things are social and some things are not. But we have the view that everything should be social, and therefore we no longer talk about social enterprise as if it's a world unto itself. For us, it has to be part of the whole world, which means that all the world's investments are mindful of the social impacts that they generate. Over the last 2 years, we've helped over 50 companies raise money, and we participated in financings of over £60 million, close to £70 million now, and that makes us by far one of the largest players in the market.
The digital social innovation is a big focus over the UK. The development of an ecosystem of incubators, Fab Labs and communities have been allowing the development of open source projects with great potential. For the past 20 years, open source development have been mainly focusing on software development. But today it can go much further with hardware applications. For example, we've made Flower Energy. Flower Energy is a cheap windmill open source that lets anyone create their own energy. But there's also different projects such as Wevolver. It's a platform that lets people co-create open source hardware such as a robot for good or an alternative to Nest, the smart thermostat.
We're an online platform for project creators to collaborate with makers from all over the world, from maker spaces and universities, where they can develop amazing projects like the InMove robot here. And what we want to do is open up technology so that it's accessible to anybody. It's not just engineers and it's not just scientists, but it's ordinary people, and they can build fantastic projects like this at home. So one of the projects that we've been working on is the InMove Robots for Good. So we've taken 2 open source projects which have been hosted on the Wevolver platform. That's the InMove 3D printed robot and the Open Wheels Open Segway. We've combined them and then added virtual reality and London Zoo. Now the purpose of this project is once we finish constructing the robot, which will be over a period of 7 to 8 weeks, we're going to be taking it to London Zoo and we're going to be live streaming the visuals to an Oculus Rift headset, which is going to be worn by the children at Great Ormond Street Hospital, who unfortunately can't leave the hospital, and they'll be able to control the robot. Where they look, the robot will look, and they can go around the zoo, they can feed the penguins, they can have butterflies land on their hands and give people high fives, and it's a way of using open source technology to do something good and something that benefits people who otherwise wouldn't be exposed to it.
Facing climate change and environmental issues, many transition territories have been emerging over the UK. They've been emerging at different levels. At a city scale, Totnes is a worldwide example. They've developed multiple initiatives of social innovation in towns, and today they're spreading them all over the world with their transitional town network. At a neighborhood scale, Bedzed is one of the greatest initiatives. It's a community based in the south of London focused on zero carbon emissions in their neighborhood. So it's perfect.
Hello, my name is Sue Riddlestone. I'm co-founder of Bioregional, which is the organisation which initiated the Bedzed eco-village where we are today. And Bedzed was very much a response to, if everyone in the world was living like we do in Europe, we'd need 3 planets to support us. So here we've tried to design a lifestyle so that people can live a really good life within the natural limits of the planet, what we call one planet living. So I can show you some of the features here. We have about 250 people living here, 100 homes. It was very much designed to help people to reduce their carbon footprint, so that's why it's called Bedzed. So we had really well insulated walls, solar panels, district heating system, saving around 73% of space heating compared to a typical house, and also lower electricity, and everyone's saving on their bills too. We have many strategies, as I've described here at Bedzed, and afterwards we formalised this into a sort of system of 10 principles, which we call One Planet Living, which communities can use to create their own sustainable community, and it's being used around the world. We used it for the London Olympics, and there's already a network of people who are creating One Planet communities like this, but a different local response to what people want locally.